The last topic for today's seminar is about environmental education. The first guest speaker in this moment will present as cum laude Minerva. She took master's and doctoral degree at the University of the Philippines. Now, she is the Dean of College of Education at New Era University Main Campus. Let us welcome Dr. Judy Ann Merton. Thank you for the wonderful introduction, Ms. Marada. Education has a crucial role to play in a society. It is a process of disseminating knowledge, imparting science skills, and informing and changing attitudes. One of the most basic areas which we educate and understanding to the system of life, function, and how we benefit it. This is one of constituent environment. As 1970 saw a growing concern about the environmental and the need to do something about conservation and improvement of the situation. The United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or also known as UNESCO, and the United Nations Environment Program, or also known as UNEP, created pre-nature declaration that has guided the course of environmental education. The Stockholm Declaration on June 5, 2016, 1972 is the first United Conference of Human and Environment, which states that to defend and improve the environment for present and future generations is an imperative goal of mankind. In this declaration, the document was made up of 7 proclamations and 26 principles. Next is the Belgrade Charter. On October 30, 1975, the Belgrade Charter was the outcome of international worship in environmental education held in Belgrade, Yugoslavia, o nagdinalan na ngayon na Serbia. The purpose of this was to grasp concept and a vision for environmental education. And last, the Community Declaration on October 14, 1977 noted that an analysis supports the important role of the environmental education in the improvement of the world's environment, as well as the sound balanced development of the world community. The Stability Declaration has clarified that the Stockholm Declaration and the Belgrade Charter by including new goals, objectives, characteristics, and guiding principles of environmental education. Now, what do you think? What is the environmental education? So, being a teacher, sa tingin niyo, ano ba ang environmental education? Miss Ellen Arellano. Environmental education is how we acquire and educate about what is happening in our environment. Okay, thank you, Mr. Arellano. Next. Environmental education is teaching students on how to be aware of their environment, on how to take care teacher, tayo yung natuturo kung paano i-preserve ito and utilize the environment. At para na-aware tayo kung ano ba ang dapat natin gawin. Para hindi lang naman para sa atin ito para sa susunod na henerasyon. Yung mga kaarawan din natin ang pamaginamang sa gagawin natin yung karagdagan sa alaman tungkol sa environment. Pero, sabihin niya iba na kung may alam na ako sa environment. Hindi ko na kailangan environmental definition. I have environmental information. So, ano ba ang pagkakaiba ng environmental regulation sa environmental information? Environmental regulation. Environmental regulation increases public awareness and knowledge of environmental issues. That teach individuals critical thinking. That enhance individual problem solving and decision making skills. And last, does not advocate a particular point of view. Sa environmental information naman, provide facts or opinion about environmental issues. That's not necessarily environmental and individual critical thinking. That's not necessarily individual problem solving and decision making skills. We advocate particular viewpoints. Sa environmental regulation, ano siya? Yung public na aware, magkaroon ng awareness na knowledge about the environmental issues. Samantala, ang environmental education, environmental information, is parang mga facts na nasingil lang na sabi-sabi, mga ganon. Next.